Happy Sunday. How you doing? Hope you had a good Saturday night. Hope you had fun. Hope you stayed safe. Uh, we got together with the old ladies. Went to Halos this time. It's a little further down on the Cape near our headquarters. Uh, One of our members owns it. It's open to the public. We have our own private club and headquarters, but this is general public place. It's pretty nice. Uh, I thought about something since Elmer Zeke Bodine the Turd was brave enough to come forward yesterday, to expose these YouTube influencers, also known as junk men. And he talked about his Hemi, made me think about something. I know Sanford's pickle sniffers aren't too fucking bright, but I had hoped they would have at least been able to pass a simple math test to acquire a GED. I guess they're not even capable of that. Understanding simple math. The Hemi thing made me think. Sanford set often to impress his pickle sniffers. Hemis, he's building Hemis for 40 years. Building Hemis for 40 years. And now I brought some simple math into it. I had to know math. Very important when I got my mechanical engineering degree from San Diego State. It included calculus. Besides your basic algebra, geometry, trigonometry. It was a requirement. And I admit it was not easy. I struggled with it at first. But basic math, adding 2 and 2, 5 plus 5, 10 plus 10. I cannot understand how people cannot grasp the concept of simple math. Sanford tells his pickle sniffers, he's been building Hemis for 40 years. Let's see, he's 61 years old? Somewhere around there. I know he's somewhere around my age. Been in Tennessee 20 years. What's he done with a Hemi there? What's he done with a Hemi there? The only time we ever saw a Hemi, he didn't even work on it. That was when he was at Storage Rocker City. Do I need to sing my Sanford Greatest Hit #1 song again, Storage Rocker City? Come on, I know some of you want to hear it. Take me down to the Storage Rocker City where the cars are junk and they run real shitty. Oh, won't you please take me down? Yeah, that was when he was at Storage Rocker City. And the only time you even saw him near a Hemi that he didn't work on was when he had that Hemi sitting there. I forget, was it a Gen 2? It's all orange, sitting on a stand next to him. He used that for a prop for a long fucking time, months. He was going to rebuild it for Kiwi. It was going to go in a Mitsubishi. Remember that? He never did anything to it. He never showed anything. He never took anything apart. When he was asked about it, I'm waiting on parts. I'm waiting on parts. Waiting on parts. And he said that for months. How do you know what parts it needs if you haven't even taken it apart to see what the fuck it needs? He never touched it, but it was a prop. He always made sure it was right next to him so you could see that bright orange, real clean Gen 2. If it's Gen 3, let me know. I don't know much about the new Gen Hemis. I think it was a Gen 2. That went on for months. Then one day, it was gone. Never saw it no more. When he was asked about it, Kiwi changed his mind. He said he doesn't want to rebuild it after all. Then if I'm not mistaken, didn't that end up with Al? Al's the one that rebuilt it? As a matter of parts finally came in. And now Kiwi had a little more faith and trust in Al and getting it rebuilt, in Sanford that was just going to use his engine for a fucking prop and not fucking touch it and make him wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. You know what I mean? That's the only thing you've seen with him, any involvement with a Hemi, that he never didn't have any involvement with it. He just used it as a prop to get him attention, to get him views. And all his time in New York, what did he do? He was a nobody in fucking drag racing. Let's face it, he was a nobody. They say a has-been, he was a never was. Ran a coffee shop that went bankrupt and busted in like a fucking year. Hookah went bankrupt and bust in about a year. Started his own magazine. That lasted the first 3 issues, went bankrupt, bust, failed. He was delivering pizza at night for a restaurant in his neighborhood in that badass 13.9 second Mustang. Then he lost that job because he lost his driver's license for life, you know. And all he was basically doing was potting out and flipping junk cars and motorcycles and getting involved in a little bit of activity that he ran into some problems with the law, you know. That's why he had to hightail it out of New York. He had nothing going for him. Like I said, in New York, you get pulled over for driving without a license. They're not going to be as forgiving as they are in Tennessee. Where was all his Hemi building experience and all that time? 40 years. So that means from the time he was 20 until now, he's been building Hemis. Has he? Come on, let's do the math. Real simple math. Is that too hard for you to figure out? It's easier to understand it. It's all total fucking bullshit. Once again, just bragging on himself, glorifying himself, you know. But yeah, that made me think about that. Mr. Hemi, 40 years of Hemi building experience. When did these 40 years happen? In a dream? You pickle sniffers ain't too fucking bright, are you? You're really not that bright. I think I may have given you too much credit. You know, I had assumed that you at least had basic math skills and could figure simple little problems like this out on your own without me having to do it for you right now. Anyway, listen, I hope your weekend's going good. We got some things to do today. Weather here has been almost summer-like. Getting into the later part of last week, man, we were hitting like 80 degrees and shit. Then in the 70s. Yesterday was like around 74. Today's going to be around 70, 71. So, which means, come on, this ain't hard to figure out. Me and Kenny and the crew are going to hit the road today. So, hope you have a great day. Hope your weekend is going good. Hope your weekend continues to go well and finishes out at midnight tonight. And you've had fun. You've stayed safe. And catch up with you tomorrow for a happy Monday.